Jayme, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I mean, you look beautiful. Can we just have a moment for this?
Wait, no, because you showed up on this screen. I said, Miss Ma'am. Oh my.
Listen, I had to come ready for you, okay? I was like, excuse me? Jayme, first of all, congratulations on everything. You're having quite the moment, right? You're fresh off the premiere of your new film, The Batman. You looked gorgeous on the carpet. Tell us about the premiere. Was this a full circle moment for you to be on that carpet?
It was. It was. I didn't realize. I knew the premiere was going to be at Lincoln Center, but I didn't realize till I actually stepped there. And when we went in the theater in the hall, I was like, I said to the producer Dylan, I said, "This is where I graduated from."
Yeah.
Like almost 3 years ago, I walked this very stage with my diploma. And that's when you just be like, God, okay, you funny. You were funny.
Right.
So yeah, it was yummy,
Mhm.
to experience that.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, the film is out today, March 4th. Do you
Mhm.
have plans to sneak in the back of the theater, watch it with your family? Tell us the plans. What are you going to do?
All of that.
Yes, I love it. I love it. As you should.
Yes.
As you should. As
Yes.
you should. Now, you just talked about a few years ago graduating from Juilliard. That was only a few years ago.
Yeah.
And now you're making, you made your film debut in the indie hit Farewell Amore. And now you're, like you just said, walking the red carpet for The Batman, a major film. How did that film, though, your movie debut, how did that film prepare you for what was to come?
How did Farewell and More prepare me?
Yes, how did that prepare you for like where you are today?
I honestly, genuinely feel if I wouldn't have done that, if Ekwa, the director, wouldn't have brought me on for that,
Mhm.
I don't even know that I would have booked Batman, to be quite honest. That was a whole other learning curve to be a part of that indie film and to watch Intare and Zainab, again, experts at their craft. And I get to be a silent observer. I really learned how to relate to the camera and begin to feel a little bit more comfortable in front of it.
Mhm.
And it really prepared me just for my audition to feel even good enough to come in the room and audition.
Mhm.
And bring all of who I am to that. Yeah, I give so much credit to Farewell Amore.
Definitely. Okay, speaking of auditions, tell us about the audition process for this film, for Batman. What was that process like? Because again, you're new to it, right? You're just coming off and you did plays, theater, you're coming off of graduating and had your feature film and now you're auditioning for this major role. Tell us
Yeah,
about the audition process for this.
my wonderful agents set me up
Mhm.
to audition for Cindy Tolan
Mhm.
for something altogether different.
Wow.
Like, completely different, but it was one of those roles, right, where I knew and they knew you're not going to get this, but like go in. It was one of those where it's like, no, you need a name. It was one of those kind of auditions. But just to get in the room with Cindy was a major opportunity. And I just wanted to impress her enough to bring me back for something else.
Right.
Later on,
Mhm.
not thinking that within the week, she would show that thing to Matt, who would then say, I actually wanted to audition for my film. Can you have her come in for Bella?
Wow.
And I'm like, wait, what's happening here? Right?
Mhm.
And I auditioned for Bella again, just enough to impress Matt to think of me for something later on down the road. Cause I'm not thinking I'm gonna book Batman. Like, who does that?
Right.
And so then to find out a couple months later that I had in fact got the role, I couldn't believe it. Like, it took a few months until I even showed up on set, and I still didn't really believe that that was what was happening.
Right.
Um, so totally unexpected, not planned, super surreal.
I feel like there's a word there in that, right? Is that, I'm all about a word and a message. Let's
Uh-huh.
be real because we need it, right?
Right.
I feel like you went into this not thinking, you know, that you would actually book the role, but you just wanted to go in for the opportunity. So I ask you, what is the message in it for other people who are coming up as you are? You know, you're a rising star in Hollywood. You're everywhere now. Everybody wants to talk to you. But just again, a few years ago, you didn't think you would book this job, and you booked it. What is the message that you would like people to take away from, you know, you in this situation?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm a pastor's kid, so right, so.
Listen, let's go to church, okay? Let's do it, Jay. Let's go to church.
I would say, don't get too attached to the blessing.
Mm.
Right? I think oftentimes we are believing, right? If you believe in God for the blessing, right? When I get this moment, or when this happens, or when this break happens for me, and that you forget to enjoy who's covering you in the first place.
Right.
And so for me, I really do believe part of me even getting this opportunity, and the opportunities that have come,
right,
just been really resting in trust, like that, you know, his plan is greater. And I find that when I'm not attached to the audition or the role, oftentimes get it. Like I'd say that for actors, just go in and be thankful for the opportunity that's in front of you, and whatever else comes out of that, it's a bonus. Truly is a bonus. It'll save a lot of heartbreak. It'll save more heartbreak than if you're, you know, trying to, oh, I need this to be the thing.
Right. That's good, Jay. Okay, let's get to Bella. So you played mayoral candidate Bella Real, and you said the character was inspired by AOC. How so?
Matt had told me that when he originally started writing this script, she wasn't in there. Bella wasn't in the original film. Right. But he couldn't ignore the wave that was happening with AOC and Stacey Abrams and all those women of color that were coming in and holding these positions of power and as elected officials. He was like, oh, this is real. This is something that has to translate to Gotham, for this version of Gotham to resonate to people. And so that's how Bella was born. He felt like, oh, that's how we introduce a breath of fresh air. That's how we really challenge the core of what the Batman, what the Batman is, right? Right. Here's somebody who is fighting for justice and is this vigilante, and then here's somebody else who actually is of the people and really knows what the corruption feels like, and is only ever thinking about people. And so you have those dynamics introduced.
Definitely. And how will this storyline resonate to what, you know, is going on today with, you know, in our world, in the United States, just here, with what's going on day to day in people's lives?
I feel like there is, it's a new wave of young people, but in particularly young women of color and young Black women that are really tired of being quiet, of being these observers, right? Of sitting on the side and just observing everything that's happening. There is this energy that I feel is very palpable right now during this time, where young women of color are really stepping up and saying, nah, y'all fumbled the bag too many times. It's time for us to take over. It's time for us to really do something effective. And we don't care nothing about what the experience that we do or don't have, like we're going to do something. So I think that's going to really resonate with a lot of people when they watch it.
Thank you so much, Jayme. Congratulations to you. I can't wait to see you in the First Lady also.
Yes.
You're doing it till later this year. Congratulations to you, sister. You're doing it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Where is the buzz?
Oh,
Where is the buzz? You said was mine.
Where is the buzz?